Hi, and welcome to Inner Balance Sacred Space. So, my name is Sheila, and this is a part of Magical Mondays. It's a series on the chakras. Today, we are doing Vishuddha, the Throat Chakra, which for me is going to be quite challenging because I've had that really awful throat cold and cough virus that's going around at the moment. So if I do get affected by it, I might cough, I might sneeze. I've got my water here just in case, so please try not to take any notice of me. But what we're trying to do with all these chakra practices is to bring balance back into a chakra. So the throat chakra is the fifth chakra, and it is the first of the spiritual chakras. So a couple of weeks ago we did the heart chakra, which is the bridge between the earthly chakras and the three spiritual chakras above. So the throat chakra being the first of the spiritual chakras. It is associated with sound and vibration, and the element of ether or emptiness, also known as space. And if you think about it, vibration, sound, this is where your voice box is. So this chakra serves the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, and your thyroid. This chakra symbol, if you look it up, it's like a mid-blue colour. And there is a lotus flower, like they all have, and this one has 16 petals. Now each of those 16 petals represents a vowel sound in the Sanskrit language, and inside is a downward pointing triangle, and within that triangle is a circle, and some say that that represents a full moon. So Vishuddha means pure or purification, a purification center. And again, in my medical knowledge, purification center, that might be a very apt thing for this chakra to be called that, because within your neck are about 400 of I've forgotten what they're called. It's gone right out of my head. But when you breathe in, obviously you're breathing in through your mouth and your nose, and you're taking in lots of germs. So it's still gone right out of my head. I'm pretty sure if I remember what the word is, then I'll drop it down into the notes or into the Facebook group. Yes, so your nose and your mouth are being bombarded by all these germs, and these 400, whatever they are, I can't think of it, are there to help you to get rid of those germs, help to, stop them from coming in. Obviously that wasn't very successful with me over the last 2 weeks. So this is a centre for communication and expression. So let's bring our awareness to this centre first. So the throat chakra is located around the height of the thyroid. So your thyroid is just about here in the middle of the neck. So you have the real pit of your throat here, and I suppose if you come up a little bit, don't press because it's very tender to press there. But if you follow a line all the way around and then just gently press on the back so you get an awareness of exactly where your throat chakra is. If you put your fingers just lightly there, I can really hear my voice box vibrating. So remember that the chakras are not on the surface of the body. They are a little bit further in, located just in front of the spinal column. So just becoming aware of that center. Just close your eyes. Becoming aware of that center deep down towards the neck, the vertebrae in your neck. You can gently release. You might already have warm hands, but I want you to give your hands a rub so you build up some energy. And you're going to place your hands around your neck. So just very gently. I'm going to close your eyes. We're just going to send some loving energy from your hands to your throat. So warm energy from your hands to your throat. And while we're here, we're going to repeat some affirmations to do with the throat chakra. And the first one is, I express myself with confidence. I express myself with confidence. I express myself with confidence. The second one is, I speak my truth. I live my truth. I speak my truth. I live my truth. I speak my truth. I live my truth. And the last one is, I am worthy of being heard. I am worthy of being heard. I am worthy of being heard. Sending warm, loving, healing energy from your hands to your throat. And gently release. So there's several practices that we're going to be doing today, and when it comes to the yoga section, as you may know, it's very rare to find a yoga posture that works on one chakra alone. But most of the things that we're going to be doing today are just movements, very gentle movements, that will strengthen up the area of your neck. And then we'll finish with some really simple yoga postures. But first of all, we're going to start with Ujjayi breath, and that's what I was going to say. There's many different things I'm going to be drawing upon today. So yoga, traditional Chinese medicine, and Kundalini yoga. So Ujjayi breath. So you may have heard of Ujjayi breath. It's also called victorious breath or ocean breath, because in your throat, in your head, you hear your breath makes a sound of the ocean. So what you do is you slightly constrict the back of your throat. So if you think about your throat being a tube, like a hose, a water hose, and if you keep it straight, then the water just freely flows through without any problems at a stable rate. But then if you gently press on the hose and you narrow that hose a bit, you make a little bit of a compression, and then the water has to force itself through that hose, and it will come out at a slightly different rate. So what you're trying to do with Ujjayi breath is to slow your breathing down by constricting the back of your throat. Now when you do the constriction, you are not hurting yourself. You're not constricting it where you can really feel that you're hurting your throat. It's not about hurting your throat at all. I would rather you do it very gently and just hear the gentle hissing sound that you are making in your throat and in your headspace. Because although Ujjayi breath is going to bring your awareness to your throat, it's very good breathing technique to help you to come into meditation, because you have the gentle sound of your breath to concentrate on. So come into a comfortable seated position. You're going to close your eyes, and you're going to begin by just bringing your awareness to your natural breath. Notice when you're breathing naturally, you're not forcing anything. Your breath hardly makes a sound. It's quite silent. Now, without doing anything, I want you to lengthen the breath. Take control of your breath. Lengthen the inhales. Lengthen the exhales. But try and keep them at a steady pace. And here you might be able to hear the sound of the air rushing in and out through your nasal passages. Maybe starting to hear it run in and out of your throat. So now I'd like you to constrict the back of your throat very gently and see if you can make that sound a little bit more audible in your throat, in the back of your throat, in your head maybe. So like this gentle whoosh, 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 like the sound of the ocean running over pebbles as it comes in and out. I said that constriction shouldn't be really hard, it's just very gentle, and if you're doing it in a correct way then you will notice that your breath lengthens even more so. Just 2 or 3 more breaths in and out. Then let go of the constriction at the back of the throat when you breathe out again. But carry on nice deep breathing because we're going to do a couple of throat locks. So this is one of the bandhas of your throat. So again, you're not going to do it hard and fast. I don't want you to hurt yourself. It's all about bringing your awareness here and doing some very gentle healing and balancing. You're going to bring your hands on to your knees. You're going to take a slow deep breath in. You're going to hold it and bring your chin to your chest, straighten your arms, lean back a little, hold it. Chin directly onto your chest and then exhale, release. Inhale, lock, chin to chest. Hold the breath in. Hold it for as long as is comfortable for you. And release when you're ready. Exhale. Breathing in. And lock. And release when you're ready. Exhale. I'm going to take your two fingers. Going to do some gentle tapping of the throat area. So you have here your clavicles, your collarbones, and they meet here in the middle at the top of your sternum. So just where that little bit of pit of your throat is, that is just where you're going to gently tap. You can close your eyes while we do this. So all tapping brings the chakra into balance. It has a healing mechanism. It helps to dislodge any blockages. I really love tapping practices. I find them very, very strangely relaxing. Few more breaths of tapping. And relax. So we are going to start our movement practice. We're not doing any advanced yoga postures when we do this practice because it is a neck, and I wanted to keep everything really simple and just concentrate on the movement of the neck and working on that area. So we are going to start with a little bit of Kundalini, and we're going to bring one shoulder up, inhale, and then swap the other shoulder, exhale, inhale, exhale. So just drop the shoulder And now we're going to do both shoulders. So inhale, exhale. So remember what I said, the neck chakra, the throat chakra, sorry, is connected also to the shoulders, the arms and hands. So we're going to do some gentle head turning. We're going to do this quite a few times. When you're doing these practices, really what you want to do is each practice you want to do for about a minute. Gently turning the head from side to side. One more. And now we're going to do some gentle rolling. So chin towards your right shoulder. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Chin to left shoulder in the ear, and gently rock forwards to the right side. Right to left. Worry if you can hear all sorts of creaking going on. Quite often we do hold a lot of tension in our shoulders and our neck. So this is another good reason to concentrate and do some little care and attention on the muscles of your shoulders and your neck. And one more to the other side. And back again. Okay, so we want to strengthen up these muscles. So what I want you to do is bring the back of your hands to the back of your head. You're going to push the back of your hands into your head and your head into the back of your hands. So you really want to feel your muscles in your neck working. Obviously you are going to feel them in your arms because you're using your arms as a weight. Push into the back of your hands, release, and now to your forehead. Palms of your hands into your forehead, and now push into your palms. And then come to the back again, push. And push. The head weighs, is one of the heaviest things on your body, and we rely on our muscles in our neck to keep our head very upright. Of course, we do have our spine, but we put these muscles in our neck under a tremendous amount of pressure. And then wonder why we get pains in our shoulders and our neck and headaches. And release. So we're going to stretch that out now. Take your left hand, pop it over the right side of your head. Just gently bring your left ear down to your left shoulder. Again, no yanking, just a nice gentle stretch down the right side. And then you're going to walk your right hand out and stretch your arm, fingertips to the floor, so you get an extra stretch down the neck into the shoulder. And release. Other side. Walk your fingertips away. Release. So bring your hands, clasp them in front of you, pull your arms away from you, feel your shoulder blades round the top of your back, bring your chin towards your chest. The back of the neck is stretching, front of the neck is contracting. Take a few breaths here. Release. Bring your hands behind your back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Gently look up. Front of the neck stretching. Back of the neck gently contracting. You're working all those muscles in the upper back and the upper chest and the shoulders. All these muscles that also connect to your neck, and muscles that connect from your neck down into your shoulders. And release. Bring your hands to your heart. Simple Kundalini exercise. You're going to breathe in, bring your arms up about 60 degrees, look up through the space between your hands. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale up, exhale. Two more. Great. On to your hands and knees. So we're going to do a little bit of cat-cow. So getting the whole of the spine moving, but of course bringing your awareness more to your chest, to your throat, as you gently extend your neck up, and when you round your back, your chin coming back into your chest again. So you can see all these movements are more or less the same, done in slightly different ways, but it's always about the neck extending and contracting. So find your tabletop. Make sure your knees are underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. Start with a flat back. Going to inhale, drop your belly, send your chest forward, gently bring your chin up. Exhale, tuck under, chin to chest. Inhale, relax your belly, chest forward, gently look up, extend your neck. Exhale, tuck under, chin towards your chest, push through your hands. Take it in your own time. Inhale. Exhale on contraction. One more. Come to a flat back. You're going to move your hands forward as you come into a half dog. Some of you may be able to extend your chin down to the floor, coming into a puppy pose, chest down towards the floor. Bring in a bit of more emphasis on your neck, but please do not strain if you cannot do this. Just stay in half dog. And then gently slide on to your belly. We're going to come into Sphinx pose. So you want your elbows directly underneath your shoulders and your elbows shoulder distance. And do not sit down here into your shoulders. Don't let your belly come down to the floor. You want to push through your shoulders. Extend your chest upwards. Extend through your neck. Lift your chin up. Squeeze your glutes a little bit. Keep your back nice and strong, your lower back. We're going to do the same sort of thing. So we're going to inhale, exhale, chin to chest. Squeeze your tummy muscles in. You might just come off the floor a little bit with your pelvis. Inhale, exhale, inhale. One more. Just come straight into Sphinx, chest shining out to the front, chin lifted. Gently release down. Just make a pillow with your hands for a moment. Release your lower spine, release your glutes. And then gently push up. Push up all the way onto your feet. And gently roll up your spine. We're going to come to standing for a few little postures to get the energy moving in our bodies. So still concentrating on the throat chakra, but incorporating a few other chakras as well. So this practice, you're going to inhale, lift up your chin so you look at your hands, and at the same time come onto the balls of your feet, and then you're going to drop the energy down and exhale. So drop off your heels, slowly come down. Inhale, rise up. Look up, chin comes up. Exhale, drop down onto your heels and slowly bring your hands down. Inhale. Exhale. When you're doing this breathing, it's almost like you're doing Ujjayi breath. Really making an emphasis on your exhale. Inhale, chin comes up. Exhale, pushing through your heels, coming down. More. It's really difficult to come onto the balls of your feet and look at your hands as well, lifting up your chin. And release. Separate your feet a little bit more. Just going to let your arms, let them go. Soften your knees. Just let your body, let your head start to do a little bit of twisting just naturally. It's quite often practiced in yin yoga. It's not necessarily a practice that concentrates on the throat chakra. It is all about letting go. It's just a nice practice to include. And you get your head and your neck turning, and you're going to get your body turning, so you're going to transfer your weight from one leg to the other. Let your head twist to the other side, very gently, hardly any effort needed. And we're doing this because in a moment we are going to come into a little mini relaxation. So just letting go of any stagnant energy throughout the body, particularly the throat chakra. And to a stop. Gonna take a deep breath in. And you're going to exhale, and you're just going to and again, inhale, come up. Exhale half through your throat. One more, inhale. Hang like a ragdoll. Notice how your throat feels. Then gently come down. Find yourself in a comfortable Shavasana. If you have trouble lying flat, you can always bend your knees, have your feet wide, and then bring your knees and let them rest together. Close your eyes. And although this hasn't been a full-on yoga practice, it's always great to integrate everything with a little bit of a mini relaxation to finish. So you are just integrating and honouring the work that you've just done on your body. Just to let everything sink in before you go about with your normal activities of your day. So take a slow breath in. Slowly breathe out. Just let your body sink in to the earth. Let your body become heavy. Let it become loose, like a ragdoll. So let go of any control of the breath. So let the breath return to a natural rhythm. Bring your attention to your toes and let your toes relax. Let your feet relax, let your ankles become loose. Relax the calf, the shins, the kneecaps. Relax the thighs and your hips. Imagine that your legs are dead weights, they're heavy. They're sinking in to the earth. Relax your glutes, the lower spine. Become aware of the natural curve of your spine. As you come up through the lumbar, the lower back, into the middle of the back. Feel the back settling back down onto the floor, to the upper back, in between the shoulder blades. Relax the shoulders, your arms, the wrists, the hands. Let your fingers gently curl. Let your arms become heavy. So heavy that you are unable to move them. So let go of any tension in your shoulders. Become aware of your neck. Relax your neck. Relax the back of your head. Relax the muscles in your face. Just for another few moments, enjoy doing nothing. Enjoy just taking this time out for yourself. If you find that your mind is starting to be bombarded with thoughts, and you find yourself in conversation with yourself, try and just bring your awareness back to the breath. And do this each time that you lose yourself in your thoughts. So another few breaths. Now you can gently start to move your fingers, your toes, your feet, your hands. Make small movements, draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Roll gently onto your right and come up into a comfortable seated position. And of course, if you feel like you need a little bit more relaxation, then be my guest. Take as long as you want. So thank you for doing this practice with me. I hope you find it useful, just concentrating on one particular area. And if you like what I do, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in another couple of weeks for another Magical Monday, and we will be doing the third eye chakra. So thank you. Namaste.